Isaac Norris, Speaker of the colonial Pennsylvania Assembly, ordered a bell with a biblical inscription for the State House in Philadelphia. Originally called the State House Bell, it would later be known by a name familiar to all.
Let the bell be cast by the best workman, with the following words well shaped in large letters around it. Proclaim liberty throughout all the land to all the inhabitants thereof.
The bell was often rung to summon members of the Assembly, like Benjamin Franklin, to meetings.
The bell rings and I must go among the grave ones and talk politics.
It also rang to inform citizens of important announcements in the State House Square. And on July 8, 1776, an eager crowd gathered there to hear John Nixon give the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence.
We hold these truths.
The city's bells rang out in celebration, so loud and so glorious that John Adams wrote,
"The bells rang all day and all night."
Perhaps the State House bell rang with all the others on that important day too, for the patriot spirit became part of the bell's legacy, associating it forever with the American Revolution. But not all who heard the bells shared in the Declaration's promise of freedom. Slavery would stain that dream for decades to come. In the 1830s, abolitionists fighting slavery adopted the State House bell with its powerful inscription as a symbol of their cause. An abolitionist publication, the Anti-Slavery Record, referred to it as the Liberty Bell. And a poem written a few years later demanded,
Ring loud that hallowed bell. Ring it till the slave be free.
Thus, the Pennsylvania State House bell became America's Liberty Bell. After a long and bloody Civil War, slavery was abolished throughout the United States. Yet the fight was far from over, and the debate continued regarding the true meaning of liberty in America. The bell as a symbol began its role as a national lightning rod, a focus of celebration by some and protest by others. After the Civil War and into the 20th century, the Liberty Bell traveled the country by train, stopping at scores of cities and towns. Thousands of Americans came out to greet it.
Business was altogether suspended. Clerks and customers rushed from the stores. The hats of the thousands came off as if by common impulse.
There at the station, a farmer, his wife, and two babes in arms were waiting. The train stopped only a few minutes, but the infants were quickly handed up to the officers. Please, let them touch it, said the father. They may never get another chance in their lives. Willie Jones of the Boy Scouts tossed a note into the gondola car.
Dear old Liberty Bell, I haven't any money to go to the fair, so I hope I'll get a glimpse of you this morning. Goodbye. Hope you get home safe.
Although cracked and imperfect, the Liberty Bell soon became one of America's greatest symbols of liberty and freedom. It inspired suffragist Catherine Rauschenberger in her fight for equal rights for women, including the right to vote. In 1915, she built a new bell and called it the Women's Liberty Bell.
The original Liberty Bell announced the creation of democracy. The Women's Liberty Bell will announce the completion of democracy.
When World War I began, soldiers formed a human Liberty Bell to use its soaring popularity to help sell war bonds. Images of the bell began popping up throughout the nation.
America has been attacked without warning. In our greatest hour of peril, a new unity and resolve binds us together.
During the Second World War, additional guards protected this national symbol of freedom. Officials even talked of moving the bell to a safer location. But the public was not receptive to the idea. A journalist from Natchez, Mississippi wrote,
While American morale is of the best, it still is good to have within view this evidence of the struggle of America for liberty.
Today is the day, destined to go down in history as one never to be forgotten for its early beginning of liberation for the countless millions of enslaved people throughout German-dominated Europe. And to those millions, the landing...
As Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy, back home, Americans gathered around their radios for news and the sound of their Liberty Bell.
From Independence Hall in Philadelphia, WIP brings to its listeners the 7 strokes of liberty from the world-famed Liberty Bell.
By the 1950s, people from around the world were visiting America's Liberty Bell.
This bell has played a greater role in history than any other bell in the world. Its effect as an emblem of liberty is magnetic.
Grissom sits in the capsule, awaiting his climb into the sky directly above Liberty Bell 7.
The 1960s brought great expectations. And a promise of freedom during the Cold War from America's young president.
To do our part, to lift the weight from the shoulders of all, and to regard any threat to the peace or freedom of one as a threat to the peace and freedom of all.
But the 60s also brought great unrest. While the Vietnam War raged overseas, the civil rights movement reached a boiling point back home. Student activists held sit-ins at the Liberty Bell.
Liberty Bell again serves as a national focal point in the struggle for freedom, which today is taking place in Selma, Alabama.
Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. When we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all the frogs, children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free.
Throughout its history, the Liberty Bell has witnessed the creation of a nation and the end of slavery. It has rung out to mark extraordinary moments in world history, celebrating newfound freedoms for many, while serving as a reminder of those who continue to struggle for their own liberty. We can only wonder what challenges lie ahead as we stand at the Liberty Bell and contemplate the meaning of its profound message in our